So, it's National Book Lovers Day today, and we're here with Todd and John, and we're going to talk about books a little bit. Or more of a mellow bit than what we did. We couldn't really think of a skit to do with National Book Lovers Day, so we're just going to talk about our favorite books. John, what's your favorite book?
Well, I like any books about sports and politics, but from the classics, you might surprise a couple people. Kill a Mockingbird, probably.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great book.
Did you read the sequel?
I did.
I actually didn't read it. How was it?
Wasn't as good as the original. It was a little bit harder for me to follow, but it was good. I remember reading it probably back in middle school, and I've reread it since my kids were born. So
Yeah. What about you, Todd?
I like Hatchet, actually. I believe it's
Hatchet?
Gary Paulson.
Yeah.
Way back in the day, I read the whole series
Mm-hmm.
from Hatchet. There's one where they're in the woods in the winter, and it's a great book.
It's not Top Dog, the story of
Not
Marine
Top
hero Luca.
Although she might be Gary Paulson, that was great as a kid, and it's still my favorite book because it reminds me of my childhood. But Maria Gudovich is great with this book, the Top Dog book. That's what I'm reading now. So.
My favorite book is First Person Plural, My Life as a Multiple, which is it's a book about this man who is suffering from dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personality disorder as it's known. And it's like his life dealing with and chronicling what it's like to have this illness. Super eye-opening book about a disease that's not really researched a ton, or at the time when it came out wasn't researched a ton. There's been a ton more stuff on it now, but
Oh yeah.
how old is it?
15-ish years old. I
Oh,
think.
okay. Yeah, it's an important topic too.
Yeah,
Even more probably important today.
absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure. So, do we have a favorite author between us? John?
Well, I'm not going to say I have a favorite author, no. I read anything because I think reading is important, especially in today's social media world. I don't think there's anything better than necessarily even a book, but I still like picking up a newspaper. I'm showing my age, but I still like the smell of a newspaper and the fact that you're going to get newspaper ink on it. But I read a lot of periodicals. I read a lot of newspapers. I read everything because I think it's important. And even when my kids were little, nope, you can't have a toy, but you can get a book. You can get a book, and that was always. I never told my kids they couldn't get a book. So reading is very important, I think.
Yeah, no, that was actually gonna be my next question. What in this age of streaming of everything on demand, we have streaming music with Spotify, we got streaming video with Netflix and YouTube and everything. How important is it to have the physical book in your hand and reading it, or not even physical because there's Kindles and there's other platforms in which people can access books, but how important is print media in today's climate, do you think?
I think it's so much more important to actually grab the physical copy, just because it's so much better for you nowadays. After you see all these articles, you need to unplug. You need to unplug because it will help you unwind, and a great story helps you unwind as well. And it opens your mind to new ideas and new concepts, which I think is really important.
That's facts. Yeah. No, hard agree, because there's some things that you can't take a phone with you everywhere. If you're on the beach, I'm not going to take my phone with me,
People
But
try them. Yeah.
they do their best. But taking a book, there's no bad place to bring a book. I feel like the accessibility is limitless with a book. And in this age of accessibility where everything's at everybody's fingertips all the time, it's just if that's stripped from you, then you need a substitute. And I think the book is the perfect substitute, even today.
I agree.
All right. I just wanted a short little segment to get out there and celebrate National Book Lovers Day. And I think we got that. Thanks for tuning in, y'all, and we'll be back with Good Night in a sec.